Hello students, today you are going to learn refraction of light through prism. First, the question rises, what is prism? Right? So here you are going to learn about refraction of light. So prism is an optical medium. So what is optical medium? A medium in which light passes through it, right? So prism, it consists three rectangular surfaces. In that two, this is first one, second one, these two refracting surfaces. Okay, these two rectangular surfaces act as a refracting surface, and third one, it acts as a base of the prism, and it consists two parallel triangular faces. Yes, including three rectangular faces and two triangular faces. It becomes prism. A prism is an optical medium bounded by three rectangular faces and two triangular faces. Yes, in that two rectangular faces act as refracting faces, and third one act as a base of the prism. Now one more important question here. Yes, the angle between two refracting surfaces is called angle of the prism. Yes, the angle between two refracting surfaces is called angle of the prism. A line where two surfaces intersect, that line we are saying here edge of the prism. Now when light it passes through prism, how it undergoes refraction, that one you are going to learn here. See, this is a principal section of the prism. Yes, this is first surface and this one is second surface. The angle between two surfaces is called what? Angle of prism. Yes, this is normal on first surface, this is second normal on second surface. A ray of light incident on first surface with an angle of incidence I. So light it travels from rarer to denser medium, so it bends towards the normal. So this is refracted ray, and this is the angle of refraction on first surface. Now this ray acts as an incident ray on second surface. Now light it travels from denser medium to rarer medium, so it bends away from the normal. So this is emergent ray. Okay, so now here the angle of incidence on second surface, that one I am writing here R2, and here this is angle of emergence. Okay, these two normals, it makes an angle theta here. So now see, in this diagram we are getting a quadrilateral. We know quadrilateral means what? It consists four sides. The sum of angle in this quadrilateral is what? 360 degree, right? Okay, so now if there is no prism, then what happens? This incident ray it travels in a straight path, right? So because of prism, what happens here? It deviates. So what is the angle of deviation here? See this is the angle of deviation. Yes, this is what? Because of prism, this light it bends. Okay, how much it bends, that is only the deviation, right? So now we are going to calculate deviation is equal to what? See here, this is a quadrilateral. From this diagram, the sum of this is 360 degree, right? So already this is 90 plus 90, it is 180. So a plus theta is equal to what? A plus theta is equal to 180 degree, right? So A plus theta is equal to 180 degree. But see here in this triangle, sum of three angles is equal to what? This is 180 degree. So I am writing here this is 180 degree. So theta is equal to what? 180 degree minus R1 plus R2. So A is equal to what you get? A is equal to, we get R1 plus R2, right? So deviation is what? See, this is deviation, we know is sum of two angles. Sorry, in a triangle, exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So that one also we can use, or otherwise the total deviation is what? Because of deviation on first surface, because of deviation on second surface. So total deviation is d is equal to d1 plus d2. So d1 I minus r1, d2 e minus r2. So this is deviation on first surface, deviation on second surface. Add these two, simplify, we get what? D is equal to I plus E minus A, or A plus D is equal to I plus E we are getting. So what you learned there, two relations you learned there, A is equal to R1 plus R2 and D is equal to I plus E minus A. Now deviation depends on what factors? Yes, in a prism, deviation produced by a prism depends upon first the angle of incidence. See in this relation, so I changes, then definitely D also changes. The angle of prism, right? The angle of prism, if the angle of prism increases, then yes, deviation is also increases. Next, the refractive index of material of the prism. It is found that refractive index of material of the prism increases, then deviation is also increases. Next, wavelength of light used. So we know this in previous videos. Refractive index is more for violet color and refractive index is least for red color. So here also same, deviation is more for violet color and deviation is least for red color. See, if we plot a graph, deviation versus angle of incidence. As the angle of incidence increases, first deviation goes on decreases gradually. At a particular angle of incidence, what happens? Deviation becomes minimum, and after that deviation again goes on increases. At minimum deviation, we are observing angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. So what is angle of minimum deviation? The angle of deviation at which angle of incidence and angle of emergence are equal is called angle of minimum deviation. At minimum deviation position, see what we are observing. Already we know I is equal to E at minimum deviation. So R1 and R2 is also equal. The refracted ray inside the prism is parallel to the base of the prism. At minimum deviation, refracted ray inside the prism is what? Parallel to the base of the prism. So we know the relation D is equal to I plus E minus A. If we substitute this condition, what we are getting? D is equal to 2I minus A, or I is equal to A plus D by 2. A is equal to R1 plus R2, we know this. So R1 and R2 are equal, so that one I am taking here R. So what you are getting there? A is equal to 2R and R is equal to A by 2. So if I apply a Snell's law here, then you are getting is refractive index of second medium, that means prism, refractive index of material of the prism with respect to first medium, that is air, is equal to sine of A plus D by 2 by A by 2. Now question time. See here, a ray of light is normally incident on one face of an equilateral glass prism. Answer the following question. See, if a ray of light is equilateral prism, means the angle is 60 degree here. So a ray of light normally, Now question time. A ray of light is normally incident on one face of an equilateral glass prism. Answer the following. What is the angle of incidence on the first face of the prism? See, this is a prism, equilateral glass prism. That means the angle is 60 degree. Now a ray of light, this is a normal. A ray of light incidence normally is, what they are saying here, light normally incidence. See, when it incidence normally, then what is the angle of incidence here? That is 0. So your first answer is 0. When it incidence normally, then refracted ray is also goes straight without deviating. So angle of refraction from the first face of the prism is also 0. What will be the angle of incidence at the second face of the prism? See, if this is 60 degree and this angle is 90 degree, and what is the angle of this? This angle is 30 degree. So at the second surface, if I draw a normal, yes, this is 90, so this angle is 30 degree. So what is the angle of this? This angle is definitely 60 degree, right? So what will be the angle of incidence at the second face of the prism? The answer is what? 60 degree, right? So first answer 0, second answer 0, third answer 60 degree. Now, will the light ray suffer minimum deviation by the prism? Yes, this inside the prism, the refracted ray is not parallel to the base of the prism, so it does not. So our answer is no. Next, which of the two prisms, A made of crown glass and B made of flint glass, deviate a ray of light more? Yes, which, A or B? So answer B. Why? Because we know that, yes, deviation depends upon refractive index of the medium also. Flint glass, yes, flint glass is have more refractive index. So our answer is B. Next question. Name the color of white light which is deviated the most, and second the least on passing through the prism. So first answer is violet. Yes, deviate most. Deviation depends upon refractive index of the medium and color of light also, right? So refractive index is more for violet color. If refractive index is more, then deviation is more. So first deviation is most for violet color. So deviation is most, if most for violet color, then least which color? Right, red color. Okay. Yes, thank you.